Hi, this is Paul again. I've got another new video to show you, and I'm calling this the CubicWONDER protein hinge system. In my last videos on YouTube, on the Paul TM channel, I showed a wonderful system I called CubicWONDER. What's amazing about this system is that it's made up of two types of cubes, the Plato cube and the Bucky cube. Each of these cubes are sliced into 40 solid pieces. Now what's amazing about this CubicWONDER system is that the Plato cube or Bucky cube each contain 40 pieces, but they can be made into 8 Chico Chica cubes with 5 pieces. Let's take a look at the Chico and Chica cube on its own. Okay, the top cube is the Chica cube and the bottom cube is the Chico cube. First we'll show the top Chica cube coming apart. And you can see that she comes apart to 5 tetrahedral pieces. Now we'll spin it around a little bit and we can see the red, blue and cyan pieces of the Chico cube. So now we can pull the bottom pieces apart. And now we can see the top 5 pieces of the Chica cube and the bottom 5 pieces of the Chico cube. So now we can put them all together again. So now we'll give the Chico and Chica cube a spin around. Okay, there's one more thing I'd like to focus on with this Chico and Chica cube assembly. Now if you look in front at the Chico and Chica cubes, the only ones that can be sliced are the green and white octopieces. Okay, now I'm gonna hide the red, cyan and blue pieces and take a look what we've got. Now if you check the top Chica cube, the yellow tetrahedron is twice the distance of the white octopiece. Now take a look at the bottom. The purple section is twice the distance apart as the green piece. Now this is a very important find for the internal 3D geometry of stuff like proteins and stuff like that, which we'll get to later. I've got one more thing to show you on this. Let's look at the Plato cube and the internal octahedron. Now if you look at this geometry, it's pretty well the same as what they found in some of the artificial intelligence looking for the properties of protein. This is not something to look down your nose at. Or maybe academics can follow artificial intelligence and they can take over everything in the future. And maybe they are cheaper to keep. They don't have to feed the artificial intelligence with food. And there's another thing. They don't have to buy them any clothes. They only have to give them a coat of paint now and again. Anyways, what can we do about it? Let's get back to this project. Now I'm going to start by showing you a string of Plato cubes. And now I'm going to take the red, blue and cyan pieces away. And now we are left with the Star of David. Isn't that something? Now I've been studying this system for a bit and I've decided to take the Star of David away and just leave the green and white octahedron in the center. You might think I'm daft. Okay, now I'm going to put full Bucky cubes in between. Now these full Bucky cubes contain 8 Chico Chica cubes. So now I'm going to get rid of all the Chico Chica cubes and just leave the vertical section. And now you can see that the Bucky cube is providing the Chico cubes around the center octahedron. So the octahedron in the Plato cube is acting like a hinge because the Chico Chica cubes can go from different angles around that center octahedron. This is a major find, and we can focus on this a little bit later. I showed in my earlier videos that the quad step rings, the 24 ball quad step rings, would arrange around the Plato cube and the Bucky cube. Let's take a look. Now this shows 4 24 ball quad step rings around each cube outline. This matches the 6 gaps to each cube outline that I showed a little bit earlier. It showed a 1/3 and 2/3 gaps, which is very important for this helix. Now what's amazing about this is that the 2 helixes are very similar to the helixes that they show on protein on YouTube. Now these helixes were only produced by the rings that I put to match the 1/3 and 2/3 configurations. But I guess CubicWONDER and the quad step ball system is a meaningless system for the mathematicians of the universities, because the intellectuals have given the cold shoulder to quad step and CubicWONDER for over 14 years. Anyways, my work is in 3D reality. Now the intellectuals, when working on protein, they show that it goes from a straight line to a zigzag or bends or stuff like that. Now they work with artificial intelligence, but I show that CubicWONDER will do exactly the same. Let's take a look. Okay, in front I show an animation, and the full Bucky cubes are reorientating around the faces of the center octahedron. I think this is how it works using CubicWONDER. It doesn't use artificial intelligence because CubicWONDER is more accurate. Because what I see of the artificial intelligence is that they are working in 2-dimensional displays. And I would say that any engineer working in 3-dimensional CAD programs will tell you which is the most accurate. Anyways, I think I've done enough for today. So this is Paul saying thank you very much to the people that think order is much better than chaos.